Captain Richard Daniels was the epitome of dedication and integrity within the Liberty City Police Department. For years, he stood as a symbol of justice at Liberty International Airport, maintaining order and ensuring the safety of countless travelers. But beneath the surface of his polished image lay a man slowly succumbing to temptation. The strain of always adhering to the rules had taken its toll, and the cracks in his moral foundation began to show. At first, his missteps seemed minor, turning a blind eye to questionable packages, accepting small tokens of gratitude from shady businessmen, and occasionally allowing certain flights to pass through unchecked. Each compromise, however insignificant it seemed at the time, chipped away at his once unshakable principles. Over time, these acts of corruption snowballed, each bribe accompanied by a hollow promise of loyalty. Richard's integrity became a crumbling tower, with every deceitful act further eroding its base. One stormy evening, as passengers hurried through Terminal 7 to escape the downpour, Officer Megan Carter, a diligent junior cop recently transferred to the airport division, noticed something unusual. Despite her short tenure, Megan had quickly developed a reputation for her sharp observational skills. Her keen eye caught Richard engaged in a hushed conversation with a man who seemed out of place. The stranger handed Richard a thick envelope, which he discreetly slipped into his jacket. A flicker of unease passed through Megan as she recalled seeing this same man the previous week leaving through the VIP gate after a brief encounter with Richard. This time, she decided to investigate. Megan's initial efforts yielded little. Airport security cameras offered limited insight, and the man's car, a sleek black sedan, had been parked in a blind spot. However, her persistence led her to uncover a vital clue. The vehicle was registered to a shell company, linked to dubious financial activities. This discovery was enough to fuel her suspicions and intensify her resolve to uncover the truth. Determined to expose any wrongdoing, Megan began covertly observing Richard. He remained oblivious to her scrutiny as she meticulously tracked his movements, documented his secret meetings, and even monitored his phone calls. Her investigation took a critical turn when she overheard him discussing a special shipment scheduled to arrive soon. This revelation transformed her suspicions into certainty. Captain Daniels was deeply entangled in something illicit. Megan confided in her trusted partner, Officer Jake Nolan. Initially skeptical, Jake cautioned her against making accusations without solid proof. Daniels is practically untouchable, he said, his voice laced with doubt. No one is above justice, Megan replied firmly, her determination unwavering. Together, they resolved to uncover irrefutable evidence. Their opportunity arose unexpectedly when a tip-off revealed a significant drug shipment destined for the airport. Disguised as medical supplies, the consignment's safe passage relied on an insider, and all signs pointed to Richard. The duo collaborated with the DN Airport security to orchestrate a high-stakes sting operation. Every detail was planned meticulously to ensure success while minimizing risks. Yet, the weight of the operation loomed large. If Richard discovered their plan, he could destroy the evidence and jeopardize their careers. The day of the operation began like any other at Liberty International Airport. Travelers moved through security lines, announcements echoed overhead, and officers maintained a vigilant presence. Richard Daniels exuded his usual composed demeanor, unaware of the impending confrontation. Stationed near the cargo bay, Megan Carter appeared calm and composed. However, beneath her professional exterior, her mind was racing, rehearsing every step of the operation. The target was 6 crates labeled as medical supplies, arriving on Flight 349 from Miami. According to her sources, these crates concealed cocaine worth millions. As the flight landed, Richard received a message on his burner phone. "It's here, Bay 14. He moved toward the designated area, maintaining a steady pace to avoid drawing attention. Meanwhile, Megan and Jake, along with D agents, were already in position under the pretense of a routine inspection. Bay 14 had been discreetly secured. When Richard arrived, he found a man in a gray Honda anxiously awaiting him. Richard handed over a clipboard. "Sign here," he said curtly. The man's scribbled signature barely resembled his name. "You're sure it's clear?" the man asked nervously. Richard nodded. "Just move quickly." From her vantage point, Megan observed the exchange. Her heart steady but her focus razor-sharp. She pressed the button on her radio and gave the signal. "Team, move in now." Within moments, agents swarmed the area. "Hands up. Step away from the crates," AD officers commanded. Richard frowned, his eyes darting to the nearest exit. For a fleeting second, He considered fleeing but hesitated when he saw Megan approaching, her determined gaze cutting through his facade. "Captain Daniels," Megan said evenly, her voice betraying no emotion, "we need to talk." The man in the gray hoodie made a desperate attempt to escape, but was quickly subdued by Jake, who pinned him to the ground. The agents pried open the crates, exposing neatly packed bricks of cocaine. The weight of the discovery left Richard visibly shaken. "This is a mistake," he stammered, his voice unsteady. "I don't know anything about this." Megan's expression remained composed. "Save it, Captain," she said, holding up a thick file. "We've been watching you for months. The calls, the meetings, the bribes, it's all here." As Richard was handcuffed, his defiance gave way to anger. "You have no idea what you've done," he hissed. Megan's reply was steady and resolute. "Oh, I know exactly what I've done. Justice is long overdue." As Richard was escorted away, Megan allowed herself a brief sigh of relief. Yet, she knew this was only the beginning. The network behind Richard's corruption was still at large, and dismantling it would be her next mission. The pursuit of justice was far from over, but Megan was prepared for the challenge ahead. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends, to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.